back for Arfield. 1-0 Burnley. Scott Arfield. He's been threatening that recently. And all the Burnley players run to the Darwin end.
What's up, Burnley fans? It's another match reaction. Coventry City 0. Burnley 1 on Saturday. And listen, you can't complain any time you win a game away from home, I don't think. Not really too much improvement up front, but at least we didn't concede a late goal. At least it's a clean sheet, and we've got the lowest defeats of any club in the Championship. I don't think there's too much to complain about. I'd just like to see a little bit more synergy going forward. I think it's going to come as the team develops and as we go on. Hopefully, we can start getting together before the Blackburn game. And yeah, we'll move on to Swansea on Saturday, and hopefully we can start picking up some wins when we start playing these teams in the top 7. Saturday will be a real test for us. And yeah, it looks like we're being carried a little bit by Nathan Teller going forward at the moment. Let's just hope we can get it together a little bit more there. And yeah, we move on to Saturday.
I have just come back from Coventry. It finished Coventry 0, Burnley 1. It was a game of few chances. It wasn't a classic. But we've been able to hold on to a 1-0 lead after what's been a kind of disappointing week in that sense. And we've been able to keep a clean sheet, which has been really sought after because we haven't had too many this year. The game itself, like I say, was a game of few chances. I think the first half we started okay. The first 10 minutes we got a few crosses into the box and a few shots. But we soon lost that tempo. And Teller's goal came out of nowhere. It's a brilliant ball over the top. It's an outstanding touch again, and he's been able to squeeze it in. It's a really hard goal to take, and he's done it so well. And then the rest of the second half, Coventry had a few chances. I think they hit the bar. They had a couple crosses, fisted across goal. And Bayer maybe should have been sent off for what looked like maybe a pull on the shirt when he was already on a booking, but it was pretty hard to tell from the away end. Second half, less happened, really. It was nothing really of note, a couple half chances here and there. But I think the main thing to take away from the second half was Company's subs were, I think, spot on, and it helped us see out the game a lot better. Last 10 minutes, still a little bit panicky, but at the end of the day, we got the job done, and Peacock Farrell wasn't really tested at any point during the day. I think that's a positive. But it's a great win. Results also went for us today with Norwich and Sheffield United losing, so I think we're 2 points off the top. There was no real standout players for me today, but I think you've got to maybe look at Cork, who's probably been our most consistent player this year. Teller for scoring, of course, and maybe Harwood Bellis. He's been as good as he has been this year. But the best teams win when they don't particularly play at their best. I think that was today. So it's a good sign. I think everyone would have killed for a clean sheet today, and that's what we've got. So it's an ideal win despite not playing at our best. Great win, great day out.
Yeah, so this is my post-match review from the game today at the Coventry City Arena. It was the same as all the other games that we've ended up sort of throwing away, but thankfully we didn't this time. We deserved to win, but they made 4 subs round about quarter of an hour before the end, and I thought, here we go again, it's going to happen again. We seem to invite pressure on. We can't get that killer second goal. We just can't do it. It seems to be really good football up until the final third, and then it just breaks down all the time. Apart from the goal, I think we had one chance in the second half where Jay should have squared it rather than he hits the side netting. But, you know, they were a poor outfit. And if they'd have just been, you know, better finishing or whatever, they'd have probably scored in that last 15 minutes. Having said that, it was comfortable in a way. It's really strange because 1 minute I'm saying that they could have scored, but it against better teams, we will get overrun for me in like the business end of the game. because they change it up and they know to pump the balls into the box. And once they do that, that's when we seem to be really vulnerable. It's just this inviting the pressure on. It's driving me mad. But yeah, it's a good win. It breaks the cycle of conceding all the late goals that we have of late. But it's like I said, against the better teams, we can't just be getting 1-0 up and then sitting back. We've got to just keep doing it, keep playing our game. Today they just dragged us down to their level, and they tried. In the last 15 minutes, it sort of worked because they started going more long, pumping balls into the box, whereas all game they'd not done anything like that. But like I said, it's a good win. But just on to the next one now. So it's Swansea next week. That won't be an easy game. They're doing really well, aren't they? So yeah, bring on Rovers next month. That'll be interesting, won't it? So. Yeah, delighted for the win and up the Clarets.